was a comment that was made on Facebook the other day about being a submissive woman. They were saying that a submissive woman controls her man, and I agree with that. I think until we begin to talk in honesty and transparency and stop pandering to both sides, especially to the sisters, because there is so much entitlement, and because men have been quiet for so long, and it's been the men that has been quiet were the type of men that y'all really need to be listening to. The men that doing the most talking ain't the ones, they don't have nothing to say anyway.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, man, holding it down for Kandid Konvos. Definitely check us out every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. People today, they lazy. Ain't nobody trying to put in no work. If stuff start getting a little rough in the relationship or in the marriage, ain't nobody trying to fix nothing. Like, I mean, that's how people's mindsets are today. Yeah, but that's how I know that folks don't truly understand what marriage was about, because they tap out way too easy. Yeah, you see people fight harder for a job, like they can't go get another one of them in 2 weeks. Yeah, she's talking about these guys coming to these foreign countries and sourcing out these foreign women because they possess these character traits. Yep, they're more cooperative when it comes to a man, or they're more cooperative when it comes to a marriage and a relationship. They're more, nurturing forward when it comes to a relationship. They're more I don't even want to use the word soft, but I'll use the word soft. They're softer when it comes to, these relationships and interactions with men and so forth. And like I said, we definitely got to be honest. We see a difference, right? We see a difference. And I think, Chloe and Tay made some good points earlier. A lot of this stuff is based around money over here in the West. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. See, we got Herschel on deck. We got Coco on deck. Say what's up to the people, y'all.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on? Appreciate y'all hopping on tonight. Let's just shout out to everybody in the comments. Appreciate you once again holding us down every Wednesday night. If you haven't already, smash that like button for us, smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe as well. Like I said, once again, we're trying to continue to grow the platform. And listen, we want to get these great conversations out to as many of our people as possible so we can move us in a better direction. Let me do this real quick since it is on the top of my mind. Let's see right here. All right, so here's the link to join us on the panel. You can drop this in your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Edge. If you're coming through an Apple device, you got to use Safari. But yeah, join us on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Come get in on this great conversation. Let's say you do have to come on cam, at least for us to verify that it is you. But we always encourage you guys, I said, to keep the camera on. I said, it makes for a better show, better engagement. I said, you can put your face up on the screen with us. So, yeah, definitely take advantage of the link right here. We also have this link in all the chat feeds as well. So you can catch it at the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube or Facebook. Or you can send us a message. We'll send it to you that way as well. So we'll leave this up here on the screen as we get into the conversation. Okay. See if we got anybody checking in. Okay, not yet. Okay, cool. So we got an interesting one tonight. So we're going to get right to it tonight. We ain't going to hold it up. So we got an interesting one tonight. I'm sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, is kind of monitoring what's going on out here. It's a lot. It's real hot in the political space. A lot of folks, you know, mad at the current administration. A lot of things being changed. You know, a lot of executive orders going out. It's just a lot going. It's a lot going on. A lot of money being discovered. It's a lot going on right now. But yeah, this triggered a thought for me. Just looking at what's going on, and I wanted to see where folks were at with it, you know, when it comes to this politics and relationship space. So yeah, we're gonna have that conversation tonight, because I think it is a valuable conversation. Just watching what is going on out here today, you know, watching, man, what politics can do. I'm watching all type of stuff. But we're gonna have that conversation. I said, once again, if you're watching us right now, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Definitely support the platform. But I'm gonna drop this link for a minute as we get into this conversation. All right, so let me go and kick this off, and yeah, we'll get right to it.
I got my boy Butter, man. Butter he got a question or two, so let's get right into it.
Yeah, I got a real good question that kind of gonna deal with what everything is going on right now. So I want to ask everybody out here, how do y'all feel about dating someone strictly off of his political view of things?
Wow.
People don't talk about this, you know, and I'm real serious about politics. So would politics would veer you from dating someone if you're a Democrat and they're a Republican, if they are Pan-Africanist, or all these other things on a political scale that we talk about? Let's talk about it.
Anybody want to chime in?
It's on the women. Let them speak.
Yeah,
Look at that.
because I noticed that women definitely have a strong political view of things. So I definitely want to hear, especially from Kim, because she's so smart.
Well, you do say some true stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real.
Anywho, for me, I don't think in the dating wise, like if we're talking about marriage, because I need to be able to understand why you view whatever political party you view the way you view them, because I need to be able to be okay with allowing you to lead us with your political views, because ultimately when you vote for whoever is running, it's going to affect our household. So if you're able to help me understand why you think that way for that particular political party, then I mean, I'm with you. And that's it.
Yeah, well, for me, yeah, I think politics make me look at you different. So if I'm a Republican and you're a Democrat, I'm going to look at you different.
You're not going to hear me out first?
It's just a viewpoint. It's just a way of thinking. So if you sit there and you up with immigration and the fact of them not protecting our borders, I will have something to say about that because of how that affects my life.
So like I said, you as a man, being a leader, you should be able to help me understand and persuade me to come to your side.
I would try.
Okay, so then don't look at me different before you let me know why it is you think that way.
No, but look at it like this though, Kim. If you're not thinking the way that I'm thinking, of course that's a natural action for me to do that. So I'm a definitely, but you know, I have had relationships end over these type of topics. Like a person sitting here and they strong, and you know what, I'll look at her, I'll be like, well, I don't really think you even understand politics, and what else you don't understand.
So that's why I choose not to discuss that type of stuff in the beginning in dating, because it's going to cause a whole bunch of bull crap.
So you think it's a very serious thing to look at?
I think it's serious once we get to that point, because like I said, if we're going to get married and you being the man and then we leading, you making decisions for our household that's pertaining to our everyday life. Yeah.
So
then it matters.
So you saying when you first meet somebody off the back, it don't matter?
No, not to me.
I think it should, because why would you wait till you get knee deep and then, oh shit, we don't believe in the wrong shit. You just wasted time.
The way I choose to do it.
No,
but then you get to that point where y'all actually, want to move forward, and then find out y'all got different political views, and that creates a problem. I feel like that was just wasted time if y'all break up.
If we made it all the way to the point of about to be married, us discussing political views shouldn't separate us.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's got to be
when you're dating someone. I'm real big on dating. So when you're dating someone, these are the type of conversations that I like to have while I'm dating you.
Well, I mean, when you're dating somebody that you actually see a future with, I think that these serious questions are shit that you need to ask up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, because
I agree, Mac.
If
you just try to hit the buns, then you can just lie until it's over with.
Right.
But if this
bun questions is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sex questions is different. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to hit the buns, I ain't gonna ask you who you think the next president should be. Right. No, I ain't gonna ask you that. Right. I'm gonna ask you, well, what's your waist size, and you know what I'm saying? Do you like it from behind? Shit like that. You know,
the conversation is different, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying, the whole conversations will be,
different.
That's what I do. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't start, I feel like, I'm sorry, you don't start asking I would think you wouldn't start asking some of them serious questions. You only ask those the people that you really kind of interested in.
Right.
Bam.
I'm like you, because if I ain't interested,
internet.
Damn, what you talking about?
Internet. Right now, I'm giving y'all game, and it's for free. This is the type of shit that's different, and that you should know what you dealing with. What a person says to you, how a person thinks, means something. You see what I'm saying? Everybody shouldn't get all of you. Some people shouldn't even get some of you. You know what I'm saying?
So who are you talking to, the men or the women?
No, I'm talking to the internet. I'm talking to the internet right now.
All right. So tonight we talking politics and relationships. Let me see what we got checking in. Let's see. Shout out to Kenyatta in the building. She said happy Wednesday. Appreciate you joining us tonight, Kenyatta. Appreciate you. Happy Wednesday to you. See, shout out to my guy Donovan. He said, what up, though? What's going on, Donovan? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight as well, brother. Let's see. Donovan said, why she double talking? I don't know. I don't know. Let me hold that thought, Donovan. Let me hold that thought. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see. Her mindset is risky. Donovan, drop me a comment. Tell me why you think her mindset is risky on this particular topic. Drop me a comment. Let me know. I said, unless you need that link, let me know. All right, I said, if you haven't already, hit that like button for us. Hit that like button for us. Let's see. Eva Wright said, hey, y'all, what's going on, Eva Wright? Appreciate you joining us tonight as well on this Wednesday. All right. So let me come on back to the panel. So y'all saw the video. I said, so we talking, you know what I'm saying, politics and relationships. So I'm going to come to the panel, see what y'all say. Coco, Herschel, let's see, Reed, happy Wednesday. What's going on, Crystal Reed? Appreciate you joining us tonight as well. All right, cool. So I'm coming back to the panel. So I don't know what y'all think, what y'all see, who y'all agree with, what's y'all position on this? I don't know. Just come off the mic, say what you want to say. Coco, I see you off already. What you got?
I mean, I think that I don't know Donovan's take on it, but I agree with her mindset being risky for the simple fact that don't spring nothing on me like that. Don't spring that on me. If we weren't in this type of climate, right? Like if we were still in the days where people could have difference of opinions and live in the same household and be okay with that, then I would say, okay, no big deal. But we don't live in that era anymore. Like now people are divorcing because they have different political views. Like this last election was polarizing. Like you had former first ladies telling women to leave their husbands or forget their husbands, however she said it, if they don't agree with you, forget them, I'm not saying forget what he's saying. And I'm like, that goes against what the woman in the video said. She said, I'm riding with you, you're the leader. So help me understand why, as a family, we should side with this particular, a political party, and just help me understand. And I'm gonna ride with you as the leader. But that's not really what we saw. We saw relationships ending. We saw friendships ending. We saw family members at odds with each other. We saw marriages at odds. Like, we saw a lot of controversy around the election. So people care. People care. Suddenly, people care about what political party their significant other is a part of, or what their significant other's political views are. So I don't think that you should wait. I would say, yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal, but apparently it is. So no, I think you should have those conversations earlier. I'm not saying you got to have it on first dates, but I do think that if this is someone that you really are interested in, you need to have the conversation early, because you don't want to get to the point where you really are feeling this person and you think you have a future with them, and then find out that their particular political view or their views on certain things differ from yours in a way that's going to cause a problem.
Okay. Appreciate that right there. Herschel, you got a position on this, man? Where you stand on this, man?
Yeah, I feel like any type of beliefs or views that any individual has, that needs to come to the table like sooner than later in relationships, or if you're trying to build a relationship or you're considering to marry somebody. Like, those are all the same thing, like beliefs, like whether somebody believes in God or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things need to be put on the table. So right then and there, before y'all go further with other things, you can know, okay, well, this is going to seem like this is going to be a rocky road going forward, or this might work out, or okay, we got the same, interests, same beliefs, because I've seen it. I mean, it's possible people can have different political views and still be together and this and that, like, like rivalry type things, and make fun of it, make light of it. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the personality of the person and how deep they love the individual. But they probably clearly, like, from the jump, already knew that was their stand, their stances, and they were able to, like, agree to disagree, or agree to just go along with it and everything, make it work. But my opinion, I feel like you should not, again, like Coco was saying too, I don't think you should wait till, like, oh, now we're about to, like, go down the aisle now, oh, you know what, I'm a Republican. No, you need to get that type of stuff. Those are all serious, important things. Even like with where you want to live, you know what I'm saying? As far as like say, if you're going to have kids, like what school district you want your kids to be in, all those type of things are things you got to kind of like put on the table, like, early, if you're considering being serious with somebody to that level.
Okay. I appreciate that right there. Let me get some of these comments, then I'm gonna come back to the panel. Let's see. Donovan says she can't follow a man's political views that differ from hers. Yet his political views aren't concerned until marriage. Maybe I heard her wrong. Maybe I heard her wrong. I know she spoke to him essentially taking the leadership position, and then essentially kind of communicating to her what his position is, or convincing her what his position is, especially if it's best for the family. Wait, what's going on? Hold on one sec, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on. Speedbox tried to link to StreamYard. Nothing popped up. Maybe something's wrong on my end. Yeah, that's the.
Go ahead, Quay. I'll try to link and see if that if
that's the wrong link. I can look at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Beatboxer. This is the link right here, man. So look at those last digits. QUE7N36ETJ.
Let me take that out, then. Let me take that out.
That's the correct link right there. QUE7N36ETJ. Yeah, JR, if you see that, that's the link as well, JR. I know you're saying you have some issues. QUE7N36ETJ. You got it, Coco?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where that link came from.
It's all
I
good.
don't even know.
It's always, like I said, this a lot of tech production, just so folks understand what goes
I don't
on in
know
the
where Ellen
background.
came from.
All right, let me keep going. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Winfred in the building. He said maybe not the first date, but definitely early on. Got to understand each other's belief systems before you move forward. Okay, appreciate that comment right there. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it right there. All right, so
Link is updated, guys.
let me say this. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself an old head. Yeah, I consider myself an old head. All right, JR, we got you. Yeah, I consider myself an old head, if I'm gonna be honest out here. Oh, y'all got me adjusting stuff. Spur of the moment. Okay. Let me say the unpopular opinion. I didn't care what my wife's political views were when we first got together. I could have cared less. If I think back, I didn't even ask. Yeah, because at the end of the day, for me, my main concerns were her character, her personality. If she was a nurturer, could I see her as a good wife and a mother? You know, did she have a certain, a level of ambition? You know, what did she grow up around? What are some of her life experiences? You know, is she attractive to me? You know, how does she treat me? Does she respect me? Like, I was looking at totally different types of things. So politics and political position didn't even cross my mind. And I'm just keeping it fully transparent. Didn't even cross my mind. So I understand the positions. I said, you guys are all making valid points. Sometimes I wonder, is politics enough to keep you away from the person that you should be with? Yep. Is that enough? Yep. If I, claim myself as a Republican and she claims herself as a Democrat, but she has everything that I'm looking for, or at least a high percentage of what I'm looking for, is that enough for me to say, you know what? I can't move forward with you. Yep. Is that enough for me to say, hey, I know we've been dating and kicking it, but now you telling me that, you rock with Trump, so now I can't mess with you no more. Like, is that enough to do that? So let me read these comments, and I'm coming back to the panel. Let's see. Winfrey said, let's see, not big enough to keep me away. Hell no. Okay. Appreciate that right there, Winfrey. Appreciate that. See, Kenyatta said, because the political view can change depending on the season. Yes, it can. 1 year, one might vote. Let's see, 1 year, one might vote one way versus the other. That's true as well. That's true as well. Appreciate that comment. Let's see. Winfrey says, she checks all the other boxes. Crazy to pass it up. Yeah, no, I appreciate that comment right there. I feel that. Let's see. Donovan, politics are a heavy issue, but it's only a focus every 4 years for a 2-month span. Good point. Good point, Donovan. Good point. All right, let me come back to the panel. Oh, go ahead, Coco.
I was going to say, I agree with that. Like, I agree with Kenyatta's comment. Like, it can change. Like, I think that, and this is a slightly separate issue, but I think that the way we look at politics needs to change. Like, if you're someone who does vote and you're someone who participates in that particular, system, then I think that your mindset should be more so focused on aligning politically with the individual who aligns with whose agenda aligns with your personal morals, principles, and beliefs. And that could change. That might change from season to season. That might change from, election to election. You might find that you might align with one side and that candidate, and then the next time you might find you align more with the other side and the other candidate. I think that's the way we need to start looking at this. But instead of being, I guess married to a particular party. I think it should be, what matters to you, what matters to your family, to your community. And that's what should determine the decision you make on what party or what individual you support. I mean, I think that's how that should go. And if that is your mindset, then it will change it, or I would think it would change. But yeah, that's just my thought on that.
Okay, appreciate that right there. Let me we got JR hopped up, we got Beatboxer up here. Fellas, y'all got a position on this? Where y'all stand on this? Just come off mute. Say what you want to say if you got something you want to add to it. Y'all good?
Oh, I thought JR was going to come off mute. My bad. I thought JR was going to come off mute. I actually graduated with a political science and economics dual major. So I have, I guess, introspection on that just from school, but I tend to agree with you, Mr. Price, that politics shouldn't, character should be the utmost, right? And I think that's what's going to matter. I think now that certain issues have been so polarized, you get to see who people truly are. So I think you kind of need to get into the nitty gritty as far as why people believe what they believe, and move there. Because I think it's stupid not to talk about some of those things early on, so you don't waste your time, one way or the other. So yeah, because getting to the marriage, saying like, oh, I got married now, like in that last video, the video we just saw, the issue might pop up again and again and again, no matter what you think. And politics and how householders run and all that sometimes goes hand in hand. So you better figure that out sooner rather than later. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay, I appreciate that right there, man. JR, you good right now, man?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna pass on this subject because I was trying to get on, so I missed the first part. So yeah, I'll skip. Thank you.
Are you saying you saying you missed the video? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Because like I was trying to get on, but it wasn't letting me.
I'm gonna give you a quick taste. Quick taste. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it right.
I got my boy Butter, man. Butter he got a question or two, so let's get right into it.
Yeah, I got a real good question that kind of going to endow with what everything's going on right now. So I want to ask everybody out here, how do y'all feel about dating someone strictly off of his political view of things?
Wow.
People don't talk about this, and I'm real serious about politics. So would politics would veer you from dating someone if you're a Democrat and they're a Republican, if they are Pan-Africanist or all these other things on a political scale that we talk about? Let's talk about it.
Anybody want to chime in?
It's on the women. Let them speak.
Yeah, because I noticed that women definitely have a strong political view of things. So I definitely want to hear, especially from Kim, because she's so smart.
Well, you do say some true stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I keep it real.
Anywho, for me, I don't think in the dating wise, like if we're talking about marriage, because I need to be able to understand why you view whatever political party you view the way you view them, because I need to be able to be okay with allowing you to lead us with your political views, because ultimately when you vote for whoever is running, it's going to affect our household. Mm-hmm. So if you're able to help me understand why you think that way for that particular political party, then I'm with you. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Yeah, well, for me, I think politics make me look at you different. So if I'm a Republican and you're a Democrat, I'm going to look at you different.
You're not going to hear me out first.
It's just a viewpoint. It's just a way of thinking.
I'll leave it right there. So she said she'll get on board with what he's talking about. He said he gonna have to look at it different. That's interesting. All right, let me circle back to JR. JR, was that enough for you right there, man?
Yeah, no, that was enough. Thank you. Ooh, God damn, I've got two answers here. I've got two answers here where it's like
Go ahead.
one, I couldn't care about, what you think. Yeah, we're going my way, but at the same time, um, I guess if with what the lady said, right, she's not wrong in what she said. Like thought process, I get what she means in the sense of like, overall what she said is like, listen, if you want me to follow your lead type of ish, at the very least, yeah, our political views has to, of course, align. Otherwise, if it doesn't, it sounds like there's going to be a problem if you make a certain decision that I might not necessarily like due to obviously your views. So one can say that maybe a lot of people don't take it serious to the point where, and so I said, I've got two answers where it's like, I couldn't care what she thinks, we're going my way. But at the same time, if that's the case, there can be a negative that can come out of it where two people end up clashing, as we've seen with the last couple of months that's happened. So yeah, I'll probably say, yeah, have a conversation and align with maybe a person that you've got the same views, maybe.
Okay. No, I appreciate that, man. I think that's Vince. Vince, if that's you, man, flash your face so we can know this. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. So that's Vince right there. All right. I think that's everybody. Yeah, so let me get this comment that just came in. See, Kenyatta said, what if your mate is not political and they don't vote? Is that a deal breaker? No, good question, Kenyatta. Good question. Yeah, they might not even be in that, exist in that world. So is that a deal breaker? You know what I'm saying? Are we now passing up folks because, they don't participate in the process? So that's a good question. I appreciate that comment right there, Kenyatta. Yeah, I'm trying to understand if it's really that deep. Yeah, if it's really that deep. Let's say the gentleman in the video, let's say shout out to Not the Shop podcast. Definitely check them out on YouTube. Let's say they drop some great content, but shout out to them. But yeah, the fella in the video, as I just reran it, he said that, he's really serious about politics. And that's my next question. Are we really that serious about politics? Like, let's keep it a buck. Are we really serious about politics, or do we just like to argue when somebody don't agree? So like I said, I want to have a conversation. Because like I said, this wasn't a concern for mine, or a concern of mine, when I was looking for a wife. This didn't even come up. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm being fully transparent. I didn't care what her political views, affiliations, if she voted, didn't vote, I could have cared less. I was looking for all of the things that make her who she is. That's what I was looking for. So this didn't matter to me. Let me check in. I see Vince just hopped on. Vince, you want to get anything off your chest, or you good, man?
I agree with you, Quay. It was not a question about her political views. My questions were more of how you feel about your father, how's your relationship with your father. That was the most important question I wanted to ask. Now, as far as the political thing, I think, when she got to know me, she understood that I'm a very independent thinker. And I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I've had friendships that broken up because, oh, you voted for this person, or oh, you voted for that person. Yes, I sure did. But you must not agree with women's rights. Did I say I didn't agree with women's rights? Because one thing is, I don't care what people think about me. That's one thing I do not care. So if you want to break our friendship up, or our so-called fake Facebook friendship, or whatever you want to do, then we wasn't friends no way.
Right.
Okay. Bye.
No, that's real, man. That's real. And I said, I know it's something that we don't talk about. I said, because I actually was surprised, that video came over, and it actually aligns with, saying what's going on now and what I see now. And I'm trying to figure out, is it that we really are so wrapped up in politics, or do we just want to argue and come up with new reasons on why we got to have a problem with somebody?
I think we just want to argue. I think we just repeat because people don't even know people's platform. Oh, well, she black and she AKA. Oh, that's intelligent. Okay.
Yeah.
And if that's what people have a right to vote for what they want to vote for, but just because she's black and she's AKA, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not enough. that's not enough. We're gonna keep it a buck. That ain't enough. Let me get this comment right here. Let's see. Donovan said, there are quite a few women who are easily influenced on topics, issues, rules, and regulations based on who is delivering the message. It worked and didn't work in the last election. However, the powers that be won because the human race is totally divided and stuck on division. Yeah, no. So I definitely think you got some, this is some valid statements in here, Donovan. We definitely are influenced. We definitely are manipulated. We definitely are being divided. And yeah, like I said, we are honestly, we're playing into it. Yeah, we're playing into it. Because I said, this is the thing. Politics is politics. If they can change by the day. Yep, some administration can come in and they can say some things and you like, yeah, that's going to work for my pockets, but it might not work for this. So there's pros and cons. And then 4 years from now, another administration come in and they saying stuff that's aligning with, with what's going to help you out, what's going to be best for your family. So you might make a pivot at that point, which we just saw this, in the last presidential, the whole country was the majority of it was one color. So clearly a lot of folks made a pivot, right? But for me personally, this has nothing to do with your character. Yeah, this has nothing to do with your the type of person that you are. Like I said, these folks in these administrations, they could disappear tomorrow. Yeah, somebody can get impeached tomorrow and it'll all be over and we'll be starting this cycle back over again. Like, why are we giving politics so much power to where it will keep us out of relationships that may be to our benefit? It will cause us to lose friends. It will cause us to stop loving on somebody. It'll cause us to start beefing with folks we was just cool with yesterday. Like why do we give this so much power in a lot of the interactions that we have? Yeah, why do we do that? Yeah, why do we do that? Why is it? Go ahead, B-Boss.
I'll say this. I think, like I kind of stated before, it's going to depend on the reasonings as to why you're voting for someone. And if they're stupid or bigoted or whatever ism or anything I could say, then there's going to be an issue, right? So if someone's like, I'm voting for this person because of this reason, that's totally outlandish. I'm like, okay, bro, like maybe you've been hiding this for a while. Now I know what you really feel, so I'm going to cut you off. I can't really talk to you no more, right? Versus, again, it's a very nuanced conversation. I typically don't cut off people because of their political beliefs. Generally, I don't do that. But if it's something where it's like, bro, like it's not only you're out there and crazy, then I can't do it. I can't be around you, right? And it's not just politics; it's anything in life. Like if you have a bunch of baby mamas, we ain't talking. Like there's a certain things where like I can't be around you. So there is a reason why. I think the legitimate reasons as to why people will say I'm not talking to these people or this person anymore. On the flip side, though, there are some people who are a little sensitive. So you do have that, and they're not a lot. I would say most people, regardless of political affiliation or party, don't like to think, and they just like, oh, I believe this is very binary thinking, and then that's that. And so you don't really, like I said, you probably want to get into the reasons, like as far as like a relationship, as to why people think this way. And like I said, like you said, Mr. Price, character is going to win anyway. So if they are a person of character and you have a preconceived notion of said person, but if you're able to like see their character and who they are, then that's what's going to win out, because that's what really matters. But that's just how I feel. I could be wrong.
No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Coco.
I was going to say, I think that what it's revealing is we really don't know the people around us. We don't know the people we're interacting with, calling them friends, calling them, our lovers, or we don't know them. It never should be about the political party. Even though I know that, like going off of what B-Boxer said, like obviously there are some beliefs tied to political parties that can be controversial, that fall in the moral realm, right? They fall in that realm. That's why I go back to saying it should be about morality then. Because if it's about morality, then it doesn't have to be about a political party. If you know a person's moral standard because you've actually cared and taken the time to know what they believe morally, if they are a person of high moral standards and principles or not, then you won't even have to have the conversation about politics, because you already know enough about that person to make a judgment call about their character. It goes back to what you said, Quay, like it needs to be about the person's character, but you have to actually know their character. You have to know if this person believes in things that are contrary to what you stand on. Because if that's the case, then they probably shouldn't even be your friends. Like, so it should really be about you getting to know these people as individuals. And this will tell you these things. It doesn't have to be about the political conversation. It doesn't have to be about the political party, because you've already discerned their character and decided whether or not they align with who you are and where you are and what you stand for. And I think it just points out the fact that we are shallow when it comes to our relationships. We are shallow when it comes to our friendships. We are shallow when it comes to our work relationships. We are shallow when it comes to our relationships. We are very surface level. And then when an election comes around 4 years and we've known this person, we've been talking to this person, associated with this person, now we're ready to kick them to the curb. So I mean, it's just, we're very shallow. Nobody is really taking the time. And when I say nobody, I don't mean everybody. We're not taking the time and the effort. We're not actually invested in these relationships. That's why it's so easy. Like, imagine being married to somebody for years and then Donald Trump comes on the scene and now all of a sudden you're ready to divorce. Like, that's insane. Like, did you know nothing about this person at all? Did you know nothing about their belief systems? And I know some things can change. I do understand that sometimes things can change, but I believe a person at their core, right? That the things that they stand on, their foundational beliefs, right? Those things don't typically change that much, not that severely, to the point where they're a completely different person. And everything that they stand for shifts, right? So I think that it's pointing out, it's really telling, so maybe that's what's happening. You're in this and now you're like, whoa, I didn't know this person like I thought I knew them, and that's on you.
Yeah, no, that's real. Let me get this comment, then we'll come right back to the panel. Kenyatta said most people are affiliated with a political party based on their childhood. Big Mama was a Democrat, was Democratic, so they are too. Yeah, no, I think that's facts, Kenyatta. I think a lot of folks they just follow essentially how they were raised or what they saw, and that's why I asked the question earlier: Are we really that serious about politics? Like, do we really tear through that thing and understand the Senate and the Congress and the local municipalities and all of that? Like, are we really that serious, or do we just like to argue when somebody say, "Hey, I like this candidate," and it's not the candidate that we like? So that's really why I'm asking this question. Because I said, from what I see, listen, I know everybody's lens is not the same as mine. From what I see, a lot of folks aren't that serious about politics. Yeah, they don't dig into that thing and actually do their research and due diligence before they make decisions and all of that, because I don't see that happen. So yeah, that's why I asked that question earlier. But appreciate this comment right here, Kenyatta. So let me ask this question. Because we got some fellas on the panel. So this question is purely for the fellas right now. So to the fellas, JR, Beatboxer, Vince, Herschel. And I'm coming to you first, Herschel. I'm coming to you, man. As a man, I'm gonna give you the scenario. As a man, you get married to a woman. You are voting Republican. She decides to vote Democratic. Is that a problem for you?
So, how long am I married to this woman?
Let's just say you.
I'm just joking. I don't care. I could care less, man. I mean, obviously,
Okay.
if I'm married to her, I mean, I love her for more than just like like for example, I'll go back to what I was saying earlier, but like, so for my previous marriage, my situation was like this. I didn't even have to ask. I'm like kind of like where you were at, where I probably was young, so I wouldn't really think about political stuff like that. But I didn't really have to ask because we kind of like we meshed where we kind of have the same belief systems and things where it didn't even matter. But like to answer your question, if she popped up on me on some randomness, I wouldn't care. I mean, that's your choice. It's your decision. I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing. You know, that's how I look at it.
Right. Okay. So you're not about to trip out or flip out on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Nah, man. Nope.
Okay, I got you. I appreciate that. Let me come up here to Vince. Vince, is you about to cut loose on her if she if you, let's just say you go on Republican and she go Democrat on you? Where you stand on that, man?
Actually, I never asked her who she voted for this past. I mean, she knew who I voted. Everybody know how I feel. I don't have to be secretive about nothing. But I actually don't know who she voted for.
Okay.
Because my theory about the whole presidency thing, he's not my pastor. So I have a different kind of view of what I will call a successful presidency.
I got you.
You know, I do believe in small government. You know, I did not believe in that extra woke mindset. Some things I didn't agree upon. So, I mean, I'm a little different. And if you would know me, you know I'm a little different. I'm straight to the chase. I'm the type of person, I'd rather know who you are and deal with you.
Right. I got you. No, I understand that, man. It makes sense to me, man. It makes sense to me. Let me come down to Beatboxer. Beatboxer, you gonna have a problem with it, man? Or you okay? What is it gonna be?
I'll say this: 9 times out of 10, I'll be okay with it. But if she was come left field with something like, and I'm not trying to make this controversial. I dropped a couple of atomic bombs last time, so I'm not trying to drop another one. But like, if there's something she says to me, I'm like, well, where did that come from? That obviously that means we didn't really have deep conversations in the first place. But 9 times out of 10, nah. She's like, this is what I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not really feeling that. I would say me and Vince are probably different. We're opposite politically, right? But I think me and Vince, it's just I've never met Vince in person, but like I think Vince is a cool guy. Hopefully he thinks I'm a cool guy, right? So, so I'm pretty open, right? So, listen, as long as she just says, hey, I wish, man, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not trying to drop another atomic bomb. I'm just saying in general, no. In general, we'll be cool. We'll be all right. So friendships, relationship, wife, all that.
You holding back.
Yeah, I don't want to drop a bomb. I don't want to drop a bomb.
Come on.
Okay, well, you had your chance, man. You had your chance, man. I'm gonna take your answer for what it is. Let me check. Go ahead. Go ahead, Vince.
Now, I can say that my wife trusts my judgment. So even if she does not necessarily agree with who I voted for or my political views, she trusts my judgment in regards to her and our family. So there will never be, well, why you do this or why you did that. She know why I did it because I think it's best for the family, and there's no question about that. So I think that's our thing too. That we respect each other being individuals also, but she understands that I'm gonna do what's best for the family.
Right. So no, I understand that. Yeah. So I understand that. Listen, that's why I wanted to, unless I'm coming to you next, JR. That's why I wanted to present this question to the fellas, right? Because you made a good point, Vince, that she knows that you will make moves that are best for the family. And that's partially why I'm asking this question. You know what I'm saying? As men that are married to a woman, do you look at that like disrespectful to what you're trying to do for the family, right? So if you're saying, if I go with this party, this is best for the family, this is going to put us in a better financial situation, a better economic situation, and then she come back and she decide to vote for a different party, and you like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be the man, I'm supposed to be leading the operation, I'm supposed to be the one who's trying to secure what we got going on, and then she flip it up on you. It's like, do you look at that or do you take that as disrespect? Like, wait a minute, you supposed to be following my lead. So yeah, that's why I wanted to present the question to the fellas. I know it's a hypothetical because everybody's not married, but yeah, I just wanted to see what y'all position was on that whole scenario. JR, what you doing, man? Is it a problem for you? Is you going at her, or are you gonna work with it? What you doing?
Shit. I don't even know, because even me myself, I think I've never
Oh my God!
lifetime, so so I don't know how to answer that question. Boy, if I'm the leader, I want to go this way, but she goes the opposite. Yeah, you're an up. Yeah, you're an enemy of progress. We got a problem.
Well, you said end of progress. Wait, say that again.
That says she's an enemy of progress.
Oh, enemy of progress.
Yeah.
Huh. So you got a problem with it. That's what you're saying.
I mean, did you not hear the lady in the video? If I'm going to allow you to lead me. Yeah, she's an enemy of progress.
JR,
So that
man,
means
we gonna have to mute you, man. What is this, man?
that's why I was sitting there thinking, dang, you're the real leader then, because the man has to follow her, right?
Okay,
So
I hear you.
if the man goes the opposite direction, which is what she wants him to do for the family, right? So the man's got to make executive decisions. So that means by default, in order for us to benefit, I'm gonna need that extra vote. So that's 2 votes now for us. But it seems like you won't allow me to do that. Otherwise, you're not going to be very happy if I don't go with your political views. So who's the real leader? So yeah, we're gonna have a real problem if you go the other way.
Okay, I appreciate that. Let's say you got straight to the point. I appreciate that. Let me get this comment. Let's see. Winfrey said depends on how deep into her political identity she is. Some people sensationalize the parties. I wouldn't be with anyone who isn't a free thinker from election to election. At least I think. Okay, no, I appreciate that right there, man. Yeah, listen, this is why I touched on this, the seriousness. Are we really that serious? Do we really dig in and do that due diligence and understand, what these folks are running on? Or, to Vince's point, do we just get caught up and somebody is in this sorority and they, skin is brown and that's who I'm gonna vote with? So yeah, that's why I take that position. And listen, I think a lot of folks, they just follow the identity politics and that's what they roll on. Let's say that's just how they roll. I see Donovan said, let's see the temperature. Hold on, what you talking about, Donovan? The temperature about sex and genderism. Let's see, what you do in the bedroom should not be law in cartoons and minor age children's classrooms or on TV while I'm eating dinner. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Donovan. Yeah, no, I feel you. It's a lot of stuff getting pushed out here. I'll leave it at that. See, Donovan also said, let's see, if she sways her vote opposite of her man. And there we go with that right there.
My man.
Let's see, then she ain't following the leader, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. Let's say the young lady in video said, you know what I'm saying, she'll get on board. You know what I'm saying? I guess if you're talking to her, right?
If you explain it to me, then I might be able to agree. So there was an if. There was an if there. She did say, if you explain it to me, then maybe I can agree. So she's open to it. She didn't say she would fall. She didn't say she would automatically follow him, but she said she was open to it.
Right. That's true. I saw you come off, JR. You want to say something, man?
Yeah. Imagine telling your woman, yeah, if you do this, yeah, then I'm gonna do this. How's she gonna take that?
It's a good question, man. That's gonna depend on her, man.
Because it's a case of, like I said, two people are sitting down and we're having a conversation, right? And like I said, the lady or my wife or whoever it is wants me, or she needs me to be this leader, whatever it is, right? I'm on that journey. I don't need you to oppose what you're asking me to do for you. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm saying. We've had that conversation. So now it's about ifs. Okay, if I do this, then it's X, Y, Z. So I'm just saying, like, if we as men, we're saying, if you do this, then I do this, how do they receive that? So that's what I'm saying. In that particular situation, you're hindering the progress because what do you mean if? Hey, we've got a destination to get to. We spoke about this. You said you was on board, but now, if then it's gonna become a problem. So that's what I'm saying. Who's actually leading the situation here, or who's in control of the situation? Because, like I said, I do understand the word allow, right? You don't have to say it to me that you allow me to lead. God damn it, just let me lead, right? You ain't got to tell me that you allow me to lead if that's how they perceive it. But the way we perceive it is completely different to how they see it. So that's what I'm saying. The words that is being used, if we flip it on them, how are they going to see it? And that's where there's that disconnect.
But so let me say this though, JR. You know, you said that essentially the words or the words are important, right? So I think this is another one of those situations. I don't even subscribe to a woman letting a man lead. I don't subscribe to that. Because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna lead. It really comes down to if you choose to follow. Yeah, it's not you allowing me to lead. It's not you giving me permission to lead. It's not you saying that I'm gonna let you get it and I'm gonna take a break. It ain't none of that. Like, I'm just gonna lead, with the family in mind when I make my decisions, and that's just gonna be that. Now, if you don't want to follow or you choose not to follow, then that's maybe where we have our conflict or our problem. But I'm just going to lead and do what I do. Yeah, you're not giving me permission to lead. Yeah, you're not allowing me to do anything. Now, you may be allowing yourself to follow what I'm doing because you see how I move and you see how it benefits you and the family, then that's one thing. But as the leader, you're not allowing me to do anything. Yeah, but I think that's one of those statements that, words do matter. Yep, and I hear that a lot out here in these social media conversations. You know what I'm saying? People talking about women allowing men to lead. And it's like you're not you're not allowing a man to lead. Because like I said, we'll take the analogy or compare this to a job scenario. Yeah, you go to a job, you got a manager, you got a supervisor, you got a VP, a CIO, whoever you're reporting to. You don't allow them to lead. They just gonna lead, and you decide if you want to work there and follow it, or if you don't. But for some reason in relationships, then we want to flip it, and we want to present it almost. Like saying, this is not you directly, JR, because I hear this all the time. We want to present it like the woman is letting the dude do something. Yep, almost like if she decides to not let him lead, then he's gonna no longer be a leader, and that ain't how that works. Because that same leader can just move to another family, and that young lady is going to want to align with his program and what he's doing, and she just going to get in line and follow. So yeah, I think with some of these things, we have to be careful with how they're presented. And yeah, listen, I don't subscribe to this no woman allowing no man to lead. A leader is a leader. It don't matter if it's in the home, because you'll see it in all places. You're gonna see it in his home, his household. You're gonna hear it from people at his job. You know, you're gonna hear it from people that he interacts with. Folks are gonna look up to him. You know, they're gonna have issues, and they're gonna come to him for advice. Hey, let me run this across you. Let me know what you think. But yeah, this whole allowing to lead thing, yeah, I think we got to check that. Yeah, I think we got to check that. Unless I'm glad you said that, JR. Let's say, because I hear that all the time, and I think that's the issue. Because I said I almost put that in the boat with all of this partner stuff that we want to do now. Yeah, but everybody want to be a partner. Yeah, don't nobody want to claim husband and claim wife and and claim gender roles and all of this. Like everybody want to have all these abstract titles or these abstract positions. So essentially, let me call it what it is. Everybody want to be hybrids. Yeah, nobody wants to claim the actual position. Yeah, the husband, half the time he want to be husband, half time he want to be the wife. You know, the wife, half time she want to be the husband and call the shots. The other minute she want to be soft life. It's like we gotta get back to some exacts. Yeah, but we gotta start calling it what it is. So yeah, see, y'all don't have me go off on a rant, man. I wasn't even trying to go there, but it had to be said. It had to be said. All right, let me I got a couple more I'm gonna throw in there. You guys, you good on this? You want to say anything on this one? Or you good? Everybody good? All right, cool. Let me get this comment, then I'm gonna switch this up to another one. See, Donovan said the abstract title leaves the door leaves the door open to bail out at will. No, that's facts. Appreciate that comment right there. That's exactly what it do. Leave it wide open. Kenyatta said it's called lack of accountability. That too. Yep, those two things running rapid out here right now. All right, I got two randoms. Yeah, I'm just gonna get y'all positions on these two randoms right here.
I met my husband on a dating site. I talked about how he proposed to me after 10 months. I talked about how we got married. I sold my house, moved into his house. He bought me a Mercedes. I lived the kept life lifestyle, and women were coming for me. And it blew my mind because I thought I was inspiring and helping women see, hey, this is possible. This is a thing. They didn't know I was a life coach. They didn't know I was a love coach. They just saw a Black woman bragging and trying to tell me, well, you need to make sure your name's on it. Oh, I would have never did that because you just never know what can happen. Like, I get it. We get it. Life happens. Things happen. But if you say you want to learn how to put yourself in a position to live a certain type of life, you do have to take risks. You also have to listen, and not listen to respond, but listen so that you can be helped.
All right. So I saw this one as well. What is this? What is this young lady? What is going on out here? I gotta understand this. What is going on out here? So this young lady is saying that she found a husband, and saying they moved forward, my man taking care of her, doing what he do, and it's causing backlash. And I'm just trying to what is going on? Let me leave it like that. What is going on? Vince, I saw you about to come off, man. Go ahead, man.
I think it's fear. Everything is so fear-based now. Everything is fear-based. For the people who claim to be the biggest Christians and the biggest lovers of God, we the most fear-based, thinking everything's gonna break down people in the world. They told my wife that, oh girl, don't change your name. You need to keep
Wow.
your name. You don't know what can happen.
Huh.
And it's men too. Oh, I ain't gonna get married because she gonna take everything I don't have. Oh no, I can't get married, but I'll go have a kid though, which is stupid.
Hmm.
It's just a bunch of fear based, just like the politics thing. It's just a bunch of fear and idiocy. We going back to Jim Crow. We going
Yeah,
back to slavery.
I've been hearing that.
They gonna cut my Social Security. I said that don't even make any sense. But I mean, but you know, everything is fear based now. If you know, fear it makes money. And with the lady, I definitely understood that because they was coming to her. Oh, girl, you just met him. Girl, y'all only known each other for a year. Girl, and these are the same people that's been married 10 years and don't know nothing about their husband. Me and Remy know more about each other in a year that they haven't learned in 5 or 10. You know, they living separated. They got secret funds. They all kind of stuff.
Right.
So it's fear.
Okay. No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Let's say shout out to Tiffany Weaver. She said that part. Appreciate you joining us tonight, Tiffany Weaver. Appreciate you. Let's see. Donovan said, we don't care what car you drive. Just do right by your provider protector. Okay. All right. Well, that's how she was going. You know, she had to talk it. She had to talk her stuff. Don't be mad at her. Don't be mad. See, Donovan said a divorcing wife takes half, but the bastard child collects 75% of all net earnings. Man, Donovan, you about to go at him. I see what it is. Eva Wright, she said, I bet the backlash isn't coming from married women. Huh. Yeah, you might be right, Eva Wright. Let's see, Kenyatta, she said, there are too many people who get divorced in their mind before they get married. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm sure that's happening. Go ahead, Coco. I saw you come up. Go ahead.
So I came across her as well on TikTok, and to add a little bit of context, she had 2 kids from a previous marriage or relationship. And she basically, you know, she is like a dating coach or whatever, love coach. And she was really just kind of making that post to point out that it is possible for you as a woman to have some children, have had a previous relationship or whatever, and still find your person and find someone who wants to love on you and take care of you. That was really like the main idea and you know, reason for the post, because she was trying to motivate and inspire women that you can do this, right? Because she also, you know, talks to women about the things that they should do to kind of self-improvement and things like that. And I'm not surprised at all that she got backlash, because I tell you guys all the time, no one can talk to these women. Who gonna check me, boo? No one can talk to them. Now, here's a woman who is probably in the boat that a lot of you guys are in. She was in that boat. Previous baby mama, you know what I'm saying? You know, relationship failed or whatever, marriage failed. I don't know if it was just a relationship or marriage. I'm not sure about that part. I think it might have been a relationship. And here she is. She found a man who just was in a good position financially, so he could, you know, kind of take over and provide for her. She was talking about the car and stuff like that, just talking about how well he provides for her. And y'all mad. Now you got a woman that's saying it's possible for you ladies. Come on, you just gotta work on yourself, gotta do some things, you know, and you mad at her. Then you mad at the chick like me that's saying, yeah, I married my husband. No, I ain't got no baby daddies. I don't got no kids. I don't wear a lot. Married my husband young. Da, 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 da. You mad at me. So now who aren't you mad at? Because really, It's giving you're mad at yourself. This is time for us to self-reflect, right? This woman's not, she wasn't bragging. Although, shout out to her. Why she can't talk about the fact that she found a man? Why can't she talk about it though? Why can't she? Even if she was bragging a little bit, why can't she talk about that? I don't get it. Y'all on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook all day long, every day bragging. Why she can't? Why y'all mad at her when she brag about her man? So it's just it's the misery loves company thing. Like, I don't know how many times I've seen women be canceled on TikTok because these women are just mad. The latest thing I saw was a woman got upset because she was talking about her husband and just, was saying things like, I'm so glad that I have my husband. Yes, I would have been okay by myself, but my life would not be anything like it is without my husband. Like, my life is the way that it is because of my husband, and I wouldn't want to not have my husband in my life. Charlie in the comments calling her a slave. Married women are house slaves. I said, oh my goodness. I mean, y'all, when will it end? When will it stop? But if a man came around tomorrow and expressed some real genuine interests in you, you would become a house slave in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. If a man showed interest in you, you would turn in your independence card and become a house slave in 5 seconds. I believe it. Maybe not all of you. Not all of you. Some of you are you're in your control bag. You're in your independence bag. Some of you are. But a lot of y'all are mad because you would love a provider man. You would love for a man to retire you. You would love to sit down. You're tired, but you ain't found him. He not coming around. So that's why you're mad and upset with the women who are saying, yes, this is the situation that I am in. And you're upset because, believe it or not, she's a slave today. You'd be a slave tomorrow if the right man came around.
Okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to understand the mindset, right? Because we've got a lot of folks out here saying that, they looking for this person, or, my person. We got a lot of folks out here saying that, they praying and God gonna send them their person. We got all of these things, but then on the flip side, we see this disdain for the folks who are trying to say, hey, if you saying that you're looking to secure this man or secure this woman, this is how you got to go about it. And then it's like when those people present themselves, the ones who still do, because, a lot of folks who figured it out, they just done got quiet and pulled back. They like, I ain't saying nothing because my stuff good over here. So we rolling. So you figure out what you do what you gonna do. But then you got some folks out there that's like, okay, I done figured out what worked. I done secured my situation over here. Let me give you a little guidance, a little advice, or whatever. And it's like those folks got to catch the heat. Yeah, it's like they got to get the retaliation. I see those women, they get the pick me labels. I see those men, they get these other labels that they put on these men. They you simping now because you married and all this, and you soft and all this type of nonsense. And it's like, do you really want to have what you're saying that you're looking for? Or you just want to be mad at folks who finally did the work and got what they wanted? So I don't know. I'm just trying to understand the mentality. Beatboxer, let me come over to you, man. So what is it, man? What is it? Break it down for me, man.
Oh, man. There's so many things running through my head. I will disagree with Coco on one thing. The last thing you stated, Coco, about women willing to be slaves. I just disagree with that because women want things on their terms. They just want things on their terms. Now, they would listen.
Only some.
I think they would do that if the man was 6'4" and was touching them right. too. See, because there's terms and conditions. That's what I'm saying. It's on their terms. Like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, if he's like this tall and this and that, yeah, then of course, right. But if he's like average looking, I'm just saying. There's a lot of turn. There's a lot. I just really think a lot of these women will they'll do it, but it's at a detrimental cost. I think JR would definitely agree with me on that one. There might be a generational difference too, because it's like a lot of them, I'll only do this if this like if the perfect scenario happens. Like that's delusional. Also, I've heard this term used, but the sisterhood.
Right.
I've heard that a lot. Right, when a woman's in a good situation, there's going to be women, and even I think Vince even mentioned married. Yeah, there's married women who are scorned too. They're married to their husbands, talking crazy, like, and you're married and you're talking this way. What's that about? Like, it's one of the weirdest things. It's always assumed that the man at some point is going to mess up so bad, is going to do you so dirty, and that he probably has another family, 2 cities, like all these crazy wives' tales that women will talk to each other about. Like, that's not really what's going on here. And it's weird. And then when a woman comes out like this one, she's obviously attractive, well-spoken, say, hey, ladies, just do some certain things that I'm doing, and you'll get married. Like I said, a lot of women want things on their terms. So that's why they're all upset. They want things the way they want it. And if you got to cook for the man, you got to give him a plate, right? Because that's a big thing. I think you had women in my family when some ladies would serve plates to them, they're losing their minds, married and not married, right? And I'm one of those people, I don't care, right? But if they're like, I don't care if my wife serves me a plate or not. But that's just one example. Like, most people, and I will say this to men, I will say this as well, to give women a mulligan, there are men who also want things on their terms as well. Like, when I talk, they want things, they want all the benefits and other work. So that's kind of where I see it. That's why I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate. I feel bad, especially for Black women who are like, they got it together, and then when they say something, they get like harassed. It always reminds me of the Cooking with Kaya thing, almost, right?
Oh yeah,
where she's cooking, very attractive, cooking, doing her thing, and then for some weird reason, all these women, she's not even talking about. She's just cooking. And that's, y'all mad about that? That's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't get it.
No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, so I'm just trying to understand it. Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. You want to say something, Coco, or are you good?
Yeah, this is why I say that, right? Like, obviously we know there are women who have dug their heels in the sand and they're like, well, I want to find my person, and my person looks like this and has this and will do this and do that, and they are digging their heels in the sand, right? But then you have another group of women, and I'm sure you guys have, we've even showcased a few of them, but I'm sure you guys have come across them as well as I have. They're on social media every other day talking about how tired they are. They're on social media every other day talking about they're burned out. They're on social media every other day talking about where he at, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll do this, I'll do that. And I'm just like, please believe that some of the women that are complaining the loudest, that are the angriest at the women who are saying, I'm happy with my husband, he takes good care of me, the ones that are in the comments under posts by stay-at-home moms who have found a way to make a little bit of a living online, posting online or whatever, they're in the comments every day talking about, you're irresponsible. What if he loses his job? I can't believe you. You're putting that man through all this stress. What do you do with all your time? What if he leaves you? What if you guys divorce? What I'm trying to say to you guys is they are projecting. Yes, like Vince said, these are their fears. They do have these fears. Some of these women really legitimately have these fears. But I am telling you right now that if a man came around and he was in a financial position where he could retire these women, they would retire. That's why they're so angry that you could, because they can't. Because not all of them are unmarried. Some of these women are actually in these comments. They're married. They're married. They're just not in the same situation. And they're angry about it. So I hear you, and I don't disagree that you're right. There are women that are digging their heels in the sand, and they're like, I'd rather die alone than settle, which is crazy, but this is what they're saying. But then there's a whole nother group of women, and they're married and single women. They would retire in a second if they had a man that was in a financial position that would do that and that could do that for them. Absolutely. That's part of the reason why they're so angry about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, cool. No, I appreciate that right there. I got one last curve. Then we're gonna get out here. Let's see, we ain't gonna make this no long night, but I got one last curve. So I want y'all to watch this, and then I'm gonna ask a question. I said, then y'all tell me where y'all at on this. Now, let me just preface, this is a skit. But yeah, I'm gonna ask a question after this is over.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, God.
Oh, hell no, you gonna have to call another Uber. I ain't taking you nowhere.
And I ain't calling shit. You gonna take me where I need to go. Just do your job.
All right, well, don't say shit to me.
Nobody wanna talk to you. Oh, driving the speed limit head ass. When you get this car?
When I stopped fucking with you, life got better.
I see Uber's not doing background checks no more. Lucky for you.
How you gonna talk about my background? Two of your brothers in jail.
You know what? That was a low blow.
Back, put your seatbelt on.
Shut your ass up. Always talking shit. And unbutton one of these buttons.
Hey, don't touch me now one more again.
You gonna shut the fuck up.
Last night, 7 bitch, but no, I'm just stunting on my ex.
Man, sit your ass back.
You know, that's why you probably doing Uber. You ain't got nobody at home waiting on you. You ain't got nobody cooking you. You got no reason to stay home, so you just drive strangers. Well, guess what? Hi, stranger.
I'm about to crash this motherfucker.
Yeah, go, you crash it. Kill us both. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Watch. Oh, you seen another man?
Don't worry about it.
You think I'm finna go take you to see another nigga?
Don't worry about it. I ain't seen your ass. Damn, Darnell, LaRue, the fifth. You better not. Stop. I'ma call your mama. No, he's sensitive. He's skinny. Don't do that. Hey, I only been seeing him for 3 weeks. You better fuck shit up. How could you do that?
Hey, yo.
All right. So y'all all saw that. So let me ask this question. Based on what y'all just saw, listen, I'm coming to Hirsch. I'm coming to him first on this. Was that love or was that just crazy? Tell me what y'all think that was. Go ahead, Hirsch. What you say, man?
Crazy. Crazy. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to make of that.
They was a couple. So they was a previous couple before.
Previous couple, and they was just, I mean, of course, it seemed like there was a lot of feelings, a lot of anger, going on between the two of them. And then, it's a little bit of love in there, but, some craziness too, because I've seen those relationships like that where people crazy in love, and so it might be a little mixture or something. That's my opinion. I don't know. I don't know that. They both are just being a little extra to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that she should. I mean, once he saw, I don't know if they, it seemed like they was already kind of beefed out or something still, or somebody was disgruntled or something over whatever, the breakup or whatever. If whoever first saw whoever getting in the car, that should have just like stopped it from there, But that's just my opinion. But I don't know. Crazy love. I don't know. That's what I say.
All right. Let me come over to Vince. Vince, what was that, man? Was that crazy, man? Or was they in love and they, might need to work that out? What you say that is?
Oh, yeah. That is the highest level of toxicity. They need to not be in each other's presence. I don't know if they have kids together because obviously they had a relationship. They need to block the numbers, erase all the pictures, don't talk to family. They just need to go cold turkey on each other. That's toxicity. That's the type of relationship that will get somebody hurt on accident. he doing all that turning around talking to her. He could be wrapped around a tree or something. So I wouldn't even say that's love. That's toxic. That's not love. That's not love. And I think we gotta stop taking toxicity as love because we're emotional. Love doesn't do that. You know, even when you break up, love doesn't cuss each other out, call people bitches and hoes and sluts and nah. That's toxic. And I don't like to use these little trendy words, but that's toxic.
Okay. No, I appreciate that right there. I appreciate that. Beatboxer, what you say, man? What we just see?
Yeah, it's toxic and crazy. And you'll see that in public more often than not nowadays. It's unnerving. I don't know though, Vince. I think I'll take the devil's advocate. Maybe they need to stay together to save everybody else. Seriously, because I mean, I know this is a skit, but like that does happen more. Like it's unfortunate. And you're like, what are we doing? Like, why? I mean, some people really like mess. So I don't know, man. Like for me, because I'm kind of an old soul. If something like that was happening to me the first time, I'm done. I'm like, all right, I wouldn't even let her in the car. They were like, you can't come in the car. You just can't. Find another Uber, figure it out. Like, there's just no way. So, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate.
Okay, I appreciate that right there, Coco. What you say?
That's them toxic girls y'all love. That's them toxic women y'all love being with.
Here you go.
Y'all love them light skinned toxic women. Y'all love that. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Don't what? Y'all love them toxic women. That's what y'all like. Y'all like them being girls. Y'all like a challenge. Y'all like them. Y'all say they wild in bed. Y'all said they a little crazy. You know, not too crazy, just a little crazy. Y'all like that back and forth. Mouth running like that.
Really?
Y'all like that.
Wait a minute. Even right. Don't be co-signing this.
You know it, don't you? Even you know they like them light skinned toxic girls with the long
is y'all
hair.
Hearing this?
Light skin, long hair, toxic. That's what y'all like.
Nah, they're just toxic. That's it.
Now I don't know.
I like it.
Now I don't know if the light skin got anything to do because she was cute. You could be cute skin, brown skin with long hair.
You can, but y'all like them light skinned girls.
You better open up a can.
I gotta be.
Y'all like that.
I gotta be totally transparent. In my 20s, I had a crazy one, and she was finer than frog hair.
Hold on, Vince. I gotta ask. Was she light skinned, man?
Yeah, she was light skinned.
Oh!
Oh my God! She was light skinned.
Hey, they're gonna come for your ass.
Oh man, y'all tripping. So she right?
Hey. But see, I was goofy and stupid then. I thought she was acting crazy because she was so in love with me. No, she was just crazy.
Okay, I got you.
I think, damn, she fine and she jumping on cars and tearing my clothes up, and we got friends together. And I asked somebody told me about it maybe a couple years ago, and she doing that same crazy shit at 40-something years old. So it wasn't me.
Okay. All right, hey, that's all good. I guess that shit's in her, man. Oh man. JR, you want to say something on this? Or you good, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, man. Obviously, that's how it goes, Mr. Price. You get me? She allowed him to lead him right to another nigga in 2025. That's how it goes, Mr. Price. Come on now. What we talking about here? I've been telling you. This how it be, right? So.
Well, we didn't lose you, did we, JR?
Yeah, I think kind of cut out my end. I think it was.
Oh, okay, go
Can you
ahead.
hear me
Go
now?
ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, this how it be, man. She allowed him to lead him right to another ninja right there in 2025. It's, Beatbox said it, man. Listen, that's reality, Mr. Price. You get me? Like, I don't think you understand, man. The streets is bad. It's bad, Mr. Price. Like,
Man, come on, Herschel. Do
listen,
you hear this, man? Cause I know Herschel. Wait, Herschel, do you hear what he's saying, man?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Loud
this what it really is, man?
and clear. Loud and clear. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a lot. It's bad out here, man. It's
So
bad.
you seeing this too?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like going back to like what Vince was saying about the love, about being toxic versus love. This is like what I was saying. Like I was kind of making a joke about it. Like that's what they think love is. Like that's like being that passionate and that angry and that's their twisted view of what love is. And no, love is kind. You know what I'm saying? Love is patient. But yeah, I mean, I don't like doing like ultimate saying like one way this way, one way that way. But just to be real, from what I've been seeing right now, it's been kind of bad out here, man. Like it's too much social stuff. Let's go back to one of our last shows, man. Like the social media stuff has just twisted people's heads. They view things totally different, and can't nobody tell them nothing.
Wow. Okay. Well, I said, all right, fellas. I mean, JR been saying it. Herschel is confirming right now. Man, I guess it is what it is.
and like,
In a bad way.
Yeah, just like obviously making another point here, like I was saying, just in terms of like the control aspect, right? The guy said, "Hey, I'm in a much better space the moment I left you." So, men being in a relationship, right? Like I said, just the word allow, the control aspect, wherever it is, right? Imagine saying, "I don't allow my woman to dress like that." How would they take that? Imagine that. Just the perception of it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, it goes both ways. But like I said, they want to be social. Okay, fine. All we're saying is, let's have the conversation as adults. There's no need for us to be, hey, if you allow me to X, Y, Z. Because going back to last week when Mr. Vince was saying, like, um, not necessarily that it's an obligation that men must, but at the end of the show, I said, I understand what you are saying that men must do, right? In order for women to do. But like I said, we're hearing what these women are saying. If you are married, you become a slave for your man. So for a man, it's like, okay, so you're demanding this of me, but I can't even demand anything of you. Once again, who's the leader in that situation? And there's more layers to it where, like we said, men ain't here to fight you for control. Men want to work with you. Like the women always say, hey, with the neck, without the neck, the head can't turn. You're damn right. So you understand, without the neck, the head can't really work, right? So we know this too. So we know that we need a neck in order for the head to turn, for the brain to be working correct or whatnot. Men understand this, Mr. Price. But the challenge is, in order for things to just be simple, right? Simple. In order for two people to just get along, coexist as just two adults, and try and get to a destination is a constant battle. Now,
I got you.
that disrespect aspect of it, men are saying, I'm out because it's not worth the headache. Like the guy said, I had a better life the moment I left you.
That's real. No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I just want to run that one real quick. I said I know it's a skit, but I think it plays into what we're seeing today. And listen, even within the craziness of the skit, I can still see some little peaks Here's some little peaks of folks still having some care for each other. Take one of them buttons out your shirt. You know what I'm saying? I can tell there's still something there. But at the end of the day, is it something worth saving? And I think general consensus across the board is no. Right. I see you, Vince. Yeah. So you guys want to run that, say a little curveball. But man, we ain't gonna be on here all night. We're gonna get on up out of here. I'm gonna take some closing and we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna flip it up and go across the bottom, top, and then we'll go. Beatboxer, you up first. You want to say anything before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, just I mean, as far as like what the topic was initially, the politics thing, just be open-minded, have conversations, and do it a little bit earlier than you would like, and also watch out for those light-skinned women who are toxic.
Man, y'all in these light-skinned women, y'all cracking me up. JR, you want to say anything before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, thank you for having me again on the show, shopping with the panel. Yeah, like I said, 2 adults. Come on, let's sit down as adults and talk it out, man. Like I said, it can be simple if we take our feelings out of it and we go with a logical mindset to try and get to a destination that we both want to get to. Yes, if one comes in that can take the heavy load, that guy will come. If that guy ain't coming, then 2 people have to get together and get to that destination. Because like I always say, if we get there, we make it a little bit easier for the next generation that we're gonna, procreate.
Right.
And hopefully, if we are being truthful to each other, we're just gonna be in a much better space, and the trust is gonna be there between both men and women.
Feel that. Appreciate that closeout, man. Appreciate that. Herschel, you want to say anything before we get out of here tonight, man?
Yeah, as always, appreciate y'all letting us be on here and chat. A lot of good perspectives. I appreciate everybody's perspective. Still got to meet everybody in person one day.
It's coming, man. I ain't forgot. It's coming.
Yeah, but as far as the topic, my thing is, I mean, superficial things and things that can kind of change, like the weather, should not be deal breakers. You should look at the, like, kind of like earlier what Vince was saying about the, like, how does she love her father? Those important things, those things that last long, or like just like eternal things. Those are the things that matter. People should be focused on more.
Yep, no, that's facts, man. I appreciate that closeout. Vince, you want to say anything before we get out of here, brother? You on mute? Come off mute, Vince.
Like everyone said, I think you have to have these serious conversations early, and I would say on the second date. I would say the second conversation, you need to ask her what type of God you believe in. If you want to have kids, what type of kids you want to raise. And I think that's part of the problem. We don't ask the serious questions early enough. And I'm about to drop a bomb. Ladies, do not go out with a man on the second date if you don't want to have sex with him. Men, don't think you're going to date your way and get her to like you. That will cut out a lot of these conversations. Ladies, stop. I didn't know if I didn't. You know if you're going to have sex with that man on the second date. If you don't want to have sex with him, don't go out with him. And men, don't leave yourself in the friend zone. So that's my advice for today.
Appreciate that, man. Oh, man. Appreciate that. Coco, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
I just wanted clarification on one of the dating principles from Vince. Like, so if she goes out with him on the second date, does she have to then sleep with him on that second date?
Come off mute.
I said that you want. That don't mean you're doing it.
Okay.
That means that because, ladies, Read my lips. Men want sex. We don't want to be your friend. We want sex. We don't go out with women we don't want to sleep with. We don't. And I think the thing about it is, if you want to have sex with a man, you'll treat him differently. Because sometimes it's not about the sex. It could be the, oh, you're so funny, a shoulder rub. It could be, you might not get it tonight, but you gonna get it. See how that changes the dynamic of the situation? Because I always hear, men want to have sex so fast. Because he don't know if you just spinning him around for 4 or 5 days and you ain't gonna never give him none anyway. So that you want to have sex with. Because a lot of these ladies is going out with men they know they don't even want to be bothered with.
That's true. Okay, that's cool. I just wanted the clarification.
That will cut out a lot of these men asking you for sex, which I never even heard of. Men asking a woman for sex, what type of? I like, they actually do that? Ask you for sex? When we gonna do it? That's because she don't want to do it to you.
Okay.
Wow. It will save a lot of time. You won't be 3-4 months in and you done figured out. You'll be able to figure it out real fast and go on cut to the next one. And dudes will figure it out real fast. You might only spend maybe $100.
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't know how to follow up behind that. All I would say, is I think that a lot of these issues can be solved if we get to know people a little bit better. I think that we're not doing that. Like, I think that ladies, when men offer those coffee dates, go on a coffee date. Go on it. It's no pressure. It's casual. You can ask questions that maybe you might not normally ask sitting across a dinner table. You can, y'all can have a conversation that maybe you wouldn't have. And it's a casual way to get to know somebody, to even figure out if you actually are interested in them, right? So he doesn't have to waste his time and money. You don't have to waste a bunch of your time and money. Like, you guys kind of get to meet up and you get to, have a conversation to see if there's even any interests to begin with. Like, I don't know why y'all talking down on this stuff. Y'all walk around here saying you don't want to waste your time. And I get it. Nobody really has time they want to waste. So if that's the case, then stop turning your nose up at ice cream dates or coffee dates, or let's go walk around the track, or let's go for a run, or let's go. Like, stop turning your nose up at opportunities to meet this person and determine whether or not they're somebody you actually want to even go out on a date with. Like, stop turning your nose up at this. Ladies, it's okay. You don't need the free meal that bad. Like, do you really need the free meal so bad that you want to waste an opportunity, an evening that you could be out on a date with somebody you actually like? Like, you want the free meal that bad. Now, y'all said y'all don't want to waste time. So don't waste time. Like, a lot of these issues with politics and relationships and disagreements, and a lot of these things can be cut off at the very beginning by just knowing more about the person. Stop getting into the relationship so early. Stop having stop, having sex with these people before you even know anything about them. Like, stop doing it and then thinking you're going to work backwards in a relationship. Like, I get it. I know JR has schooled us on how that's typically how people like to move, but you kind of set yourself up though, because you're working backwards. So now you've been physical with this person and it ain't even really that. It's not giving that. But now you got a body. And then, ladies, let's just keep it honest, and then if it wasn't good, it's not even a good body. So it's like, just take the time, get to know these people, get to know whether or not they're worth your time, get to know whether or not there's actually even anything there. You know what I mean? So, like, I think that's my big takeaway. Like, I think we have to slow things down a little bit. Like, we're speeding towards the finish line, but we never get to the finish line.
Right.
So you rushing things is not actually getting you there. It's not working. So I think that, take it back to the basics. Actually get to know a person before you enter into any type of physical relationship with them. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it.
I get your point. I didn't say actually do it. I said wanting to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about what
Because
you were saying.
at our age, I'm talking about people over 35, you're not going to really grow to like somebody. See, that's that myth too. Oh, well, I didn't like him at first and he grew. No, you just was like, he the only one taking you out to eat and you just going to deal with him till somebody else come along. Or to a problem arise and then we grew apart. Because you really didn't like him in the first place. You like what he can do for you. You like what you thought you was going to get. But everybody got problems. It's all going to be a situation. So my thing is, you better have that attraction. That's all I'm saying. If you know you don't want to sleep with this man and he got a little, he can't see his penis when he look down at his feet, and they just don't go out with him. You don't say, he nice though. He's so sweet. No, don't go out with him if you don't want to have sex with him.
I agree.
Save him and save yourself.
I agree. No, I agree. I wasn't necessarily disagreeing. I agree.
Is that my wife? Is that my wife with the happy face?
Yeah, no, that's the cry face right there. She laughing. She laughing. Shout out to Remy in the building. She said he been on tip all day.
Sex with me. What'd she say?
She said you been on tip all day. Shout out to Remy in the building. I think go ahead, man.
That right there, that's love right there. When I saw her name light up and I saw his face light up, I'm like, yep, that's love. That's love.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Now, shout out to Remy in the building tonight. Was you done, Coco?
I'm finished. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, no, just to sum up what y'all both were saying, I think basically what we are ultimately saying is stop playing games out here. Yes, a lot of folks playing games. Yep, to the ladies, if you know you ain't feeling this dude, stop going on a date. Yep, stop going out here trying to get these meals, trying to feed yourself for the week. Stop playing in friend zone. Stop playing with cats out here. And the same with the fellas. If you ain't serious about this young lady, if you ain't really trying to be intentional, stop playing with them. Like, that's really what it is. Yes, a lot of folks doing a lot of playing out here, wasting a lot of time because they're not serious. They're not really being intentional. And it's like all we end up doing is burning ourselves out. Yeah, but then when somebody serious come along, we can't even see them. Yeah, when somebody serious come along on some biz and they like, hey, I'm trying to start a family, get married and do what I do. You're not even prepared for that man. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, and we've been saying this for years, we got to stop playing games and get serious. Like Vince said, you 35 and older, this shouldn't even still be going on. Yeah, this type of stuff shouldn't still be going on at that age because it's like you haven't been there and done that. You played around back in your 20s, but it's like now we on some serious stuff. We got careers in here. We got some folks out here with kids already. It's like all this game plan. We ain't got time for that no more. Yeah, so at some point you got to grow up and move like a grown person moves. And I think that mindset will solve all of this. Yeah, we just got to stop playing. But let me say this on the title for the show, and then we out of here. When it comes to this politics and relationships, in my opinion, politics is not enough to hold up or hold you up from getting to your person. It's not enough. Yeah, but it shouldn't be breaking up relationships. It shouldn't be stopping you from moving forward with the person that's right for you. It shouldn't be altering your discernment. It should not have that much power. Yeah, for me, it's all an excuse. It's another thing to add to the list. Politics, I can't get with this person because they believe something different. This person, they don't make, 300,000. I can't get with them. This person ain't this height. I can't get with them. This girl ain't this weight. I can't get with her. This person got kids, no kids. I can't get with them. We got a million excuses. We got a trillion criteria on why we can't move forward in a relationship. Yep. So I'm not about to add politics to it. Yeah, at the end of the day, man, get yourself together, go do the work, and go get your person. It really ain't that hard. Yeah, but take the games out and hold yourself accountable, and it'll all line up. But, man, shout out to my panel. Shout out to Coco, Vince, Herschel, Beatboxers, JR. Appreciate y'all holding me down on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Special shout out to Remy Williams in the building. My guy Winfred, Tiffany Weaver, Donovan Kenyatta, Eva Wright was on here earlier. The real one holding it down for YouTube. Appreciate you guys holding us down tonight, always supporting the platform, man. This is Kandid Konvos. We do this show every Wednesday night. We go live on YouTube and Facebook at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So definitely, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. But, man, with that being said, everybody have an awesome night. And we're going to catch y'all next Wednesday.